5 reasons why people aged 60 to 70 frequently need to go to the bathroom. Health of the elderly. Have you ever wondered why our bodies start sending us signals we never noticed before as we age? Why can even a simple walk or an ordinary evening at home unexpectedly turn into an anxious trip to the bathroom? What if I told you that behind this urge, more frequent now than in youth, lies an entire story of transformations our bodies undergo after the age of 60? It's not random, nor simply old age as some people might think. It's the wise whisper of our body trying to reach us. In this video, we'll journey together through the 5 main reasons why people aged 60-70 feel the frequent urge to use the bathroom. You'll discover not just the physiology, but also the hidden messages that are crucial to interpret timely. So, stay with me until the end, because there, you'll find simple tips that will help restore comfort and harmony with your own body. Let's listen more carefully together to what our lives are telling us. First reason: weakening of the pelvic floor muscles. Did you know our body has its own hidden supports, just like an old oak has invisible yet resilient roots? Over time, these roots weaken, and one of the first areas affected are the pelvic floor muscles. In our youth, they work silently, asking neither thanks nor attention. They hold our organs in place, effortlessly control our bodily needs, and help maintain balance in both literal and figurative senses. But after 60, especially in women and men who've experienced hormonal changes, these muscles gradually lose their elasticity. Imagine a tightly stretched violin string. While firm, it produces clear, pure sounds. But as soon as it loosens, the music turns into dissonance. Similarly, our bodies begin to lose control over processes that previously seemed simple. This explains why frequent bathroom urges appear even when the bladder is only partially full. This isn't something to be embarrassed about. It's a reason to understand yourself compassionately and help your body. Caring for pelvic floor muscles isn't just about physical comfort. It's about dignity, freedom of movement, and being confidently yourself at any age. In the next part, we'll explore the second important reason that subtly affects our nighttime and daytime trips to the bathroom. Stay with me, it will only get deeper and more fascinating. Second reason: changes in the bladder and its walls. With age, the tissues in our bodies lose elasticity. This is a natural process, but when it affects the bladder, problems become difficult to ignore. Imagine the bladder as a simple living container. In youth, its walls are flexible and elastic. They stretch as fluid accumulates inside and contract when it's time to empty. But after age 60, connective tissues gradually begin to thicken. The bladder walls become less stretchable, and its capacity decreases. Previously, it could easily accommodate up to 400 to 500 milliliters of urine. Now the sensation of fullness arises already at 200 to 250 milliliters. Objectively, there's still plenty of space left, yet the brain already receives the signal: time to go. This is one side of the problem. The other involves changes in the nervous system. The nerve endings transmitting signals from the bladder to the brain become less precise. Sometimes even a small amount of fluid can trigger an abrupt, intolerable urge to empty the bladder. Consequently, bathroom trips become a matter of urgent necessity rather than mere comfort. Add potential localized inflammatory processes to the mix, and the picture becomes clear. After 60, people begin getting up more frequently at night, rushing during the day, and experiencing sudden and uncomfortable urges. This isn't whimsy or weakness of character. These are physical changes at the tissue and nerve levels. Understanding them is crucial to avoid blaming yourself for perceived helplessness. In the next section, I'll reveal the third reason, which often remains hidden but seriously impacts bathroom frequency. Third reason: impaired kidney function. Kidneys are the primary filters of our body. Every minute, liters of blood pass through them, being cleansed of metabolic products and excess water. However, at ages 60 to 70, kidney function changes in almost everyone, even without serious illness. What exactly happens? First, the number of nephrons, the microscopic working units responsible for filtering blood, declines with age. These nephrons cannot regenerate, so as they diminish in number, the kidneys operate slower and less efficiently. Second, the structure of the blood vessels supplying the kidneys changes. They become stiffer, impairing blood flow and leaving kidneys inadequately nourished for optimal function. Third, over time, sensitivity to changes in blood composition increases. The body becomes less capable of maintaining fluid and electrolyte balance. Consequently, urine production increases even with normal fluid intake. A person may drink just a regular glass of water, but feel an urgent need to visit the bathroom a few hours later. These urges are frequent, small in volume, and especially bothersome at night. Another crucial point: even minor changes in kidney function may not cause pain or obvious symptoms immediately. Instead, they silently accumulate over the years until fatigue, dry mouth, swelling, or frequent urination become noticeable. It is important to understand that even slight decreases in kidney function are not tragic, but rather a signal to adjust certain habits. Pay closer attention to diet, monitor blood pressure and blood sugar levels, and limit excessive intake of salt and specific medications harmful to the kidneys. In the next section, we will explore another reason often mistaken for normal aging, but in reality has a clear physical explanation. Fourth reason: hormonal changes. After age 60, profound hormonal changes begin in the body, directly impacting the urinary system. In women, the main process involves decreased estrogen levels following menopause. For many years, estrogen maintained the tone of mucous membranes and pelvic muscles, including the bladder and urethra. When hormone levels drop, these tissues become thinner, drier, and less elastic. As a result, they struggle to retain fluid effectively. Even slight bladder filling may trigger a strong urge to urinate or episodes of incontinence. In men, the most common issue at this age is benign prostatic hyperplasia, or enlargement of the prostate gland. The prostate surrounds the urethra, the channel through which urine exits. As the prostate enlarges, pressure on the urethra increases, weakening urine flow and causing incomplete emptying. Because the bladder doesn't empty completely, small amounts of urine quickly accumulate again, prompting repeated bathroom visits. Another aspect: hormonal shifts influence the body's ability to retain water. Levels of hormones responsible for regulating water-salt balance, like vasopressin, also fluctuate, leading to increased urine production even with minimal fluid intake. All these processes are natural parts of aging, but understanding them is crucial for distinguishing normal age-related changes from conditions requiring medical intervention. In the next part, we'll discuss another frequently underestimated reason why controlling bathroom visits becomes challenging later in life. Fifth reason: the effect of medications and chronic diseases. After reaching 60 to 70 years of age, many people regularly take medications to control blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and other chronic conditions. Yet, not everyone realizes that these very medications could be the reason behind frequent urges to use the bathroom. Firstly, this concerns diuretics. These medications are commonly prescribed for hypertension or heart failure. They encourage the kidneys to remove more fluid, reducing the workload on the heart and blood vessels. Consequently, a person experiences the urge to urinate more often, and this effect persists even when the medication dose is small. The second group involves medications for diabetes management. Fluctuations in blood sugar directly influence the frequency of urination. Elevated glucose levels draw water along, making the kidneys work harder, which, in turn, leads to more frequent bathroom visits, particularly at night. Thirdly, medication side effects should be considered. Certain antidepressants, anxiolytics, and sleep aids can affect nervous regulation of the bladder, causing either increased urgency or difficulty emptying, resulting in frequent urination in small amounts. Additionally, chronic diseases themselves play a role. Diabetes, heart failure, and neurological disorders, such as stroke or Parkinson's disease, alter urinary system function. Together, these factors create a situation in which, even with normal fluid intake and absence of inflammation, a person feels they are running to the toilet more frequently than desired. It's crucial to remember, the problem isn't always due to age itself. Often, it's the accumulation of external and internal factors over many years. The goal is not simply to accept this, but to thoroughly evaluate your condition alongside a doctor to find relief. Conclusion. As you can see, the frequent need to use the bathroom at ages 60 to 70 isn't coincidental or merely due to old age. It results from physical changes in muscles, organs, the hormonal system, and the influence of medications and chronic diseases. Understanding these processes helps not only to treat yourself with greater patience, but also to promptly notice moments when medical help or lifestyle adjustments are needed. Carefully nurture your body. It has already done so much for you. Now it's essential to support it in return, calmly and thoughtfully. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found something useful in this video, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Ahead, there will be even more videos about health, well-being, and simple things that help you live more fully at any age. See you in future episodes.